Good morning. Let's all praise Father, our Heavenly Father, for another wonderful day of life. I went and saw a Tyler Perry movie last night, and it was great. It wasn't my choice of movie, but I'm happy that we saw it. And I would recommend anyone to see this movie. And I do mean anyone. It has a very strong, good moral lesson to teach. So I just want to say this, and I'm not trying to tell people what to do. I'm just basing this off of experience. I'm basing this off of case file studies. Okay. If you're with someone, and this mainly, I'm talking about people who are not married to one another, and at some point you stop pleasing one another. In other words, you no longer desire to be with this person. You can't stand them touching you. You found somebody you think you would like to be with more so. Doesn't mean that person is better. It's just that you have stopped pleasing or being pleased by the person you're with for whatever reason. Let them know, please. The reason why I'm saying this, you're wasting their time and yours. Now, don't stay with a person because they're taking care of me financially, but this person over here get my panties wet or they give me a rock hard erection. But she cooks good and he got the money and this person over here, well, they just can't maintain. Or I'm going to stay with this person because they got more money or because they're a better housekeeper with the kids. But that's the one I really want to be with physically. Now, when you hear somebody say stuff like that, it really don't make sense to you. And a lot of time I tell people they need to say something themselves so that they can hear themselves say it. See, when we tell people things, they're always going to listen to refute. That means they're going to hear it and they're automatically going to start arguing in their head, thinking of a defense against it. They don't really hear themselves. But when they hear themselves say it, and that's the hard part, getting them to say it because they'll be in denial, then they'll understand how ridiculous it is. Like, I want to be with you because you take good care of us. You've been there for us, you provide for us, but you just don't get me sexually aroused anymore. Or you don't have that spark in you. You don't cut out on the dance floor or you don't do this. That person over there, I love the way they talk. They got that way about them that just, I love that mannerism. It get me excited. It makes sense to me. And you're this and that. Okay. You need to hear yourself say that. Getting back to what I was saying. If you got to the point where you've lost that zest for the person you're with, let them know. And then move on. Now, they may not want you to. They may compromise and say, I don't care. I don't want you to go. They may decide, okay, I'm going to fight to keep you. And that may even turn out to be physical. And it could be deadly. Or they could try to change. Or they may say, okay, you know what? Just go. And I'm leaving too. But give them the option to decide. Since you have already decided you no longer want to be with them, give them the option to say, yes, I agree. Let's go our separate ways if we can't work this out. Because what I've found is most people, and when I say most, I'm talking about if I had to go 100%, I would say at least 90% said if they had known then how the situation was going to end, they would have put an end to it a lot sooner so they could have gotten on with their lives. Why wait until the last minute to do something? If you know it's not going to work, you're going to change it, right? Well, they didn't know. They held on. My advice to myself is never again. Never again. The moment it goes south, the moment that person tells me, you ain't doing it for me. The moment I got rock solid proof, I'm not doing it for them. I'm going to bring it to their attention. Or if she brings it to my attention, you ain't doing it for me no more. I'm gone. I'm gone. I may say, hey, what can I do? But if they say it's nothing, I'm gone. I'm not wasting another day or another hour trying to please someone who has made up their mind they don't want to be with me. The sooner I get gone, the sooner I can get myself turned around. That's my advice to people. You don't have to take it. But for those of you who are going through those type of relationships, I guarantee you, if you don't compromise, that's going to be the first thing in your head years from now, months from now. I wished I had done it sooner, because I wasted all that time trying to please that woman or to please that man. Nobody told you to have kids with a stupid person, be it a male or female. No one told you to have kids with a lazy person, male or female. I bet half the time, and I'm not a betting man, I bet half the time, when y'all had these kids, when you made these kids, having babies was not in the process. You was out just having sexual fun, and the kid came along as a result because somebody wouldn't pull out, somebody changed position and pulled that condom off, somebody said it was on birth control and they wasn't, somebody birth control failed. But I bet you for every 10 people who are out there having sex, not even half are thinking about trying to get pregnant. And if you're not married, you know how difficult it is to raise kids. So again, I would say, watch the Tyler Perry movie. My advice, if you're messing with somebody and you're serious about them and they ain't serious about you, you should think about moving on. If you are sharing your lover with someone, that's up to you. I don't share my lover with nobody. Would my lover enjoy me sharing my money with somebody else? That's the way I see it. If they don't mind me sharing my money, my time, and resources with someone else, okay then. But if they mind, then we ain't sharing nothing. It should all be mine. See, you can't have a one-sided standard. Oh, it only applies to you, but it doesn't apply to me. No, what's good for you got to be good for me. If you don't want me sharing anything of myself, then you ain't sharing anything of yourself. Got it? And all you women out there who's going after these men simply because they got something or you like the way they talk and you know they belong to someone else, in your mind you should already be considering, if he leaves this woman or this woman puts him out and now he comes totally to me, what am I going to do? Knowing he doesn't have a place to stay, he doesn't have a job, or he does have a great job and a place to stay. Is he going to take care of me? Just because he got something doesn't mean he's going to spend it on you. Especially guys knowing that if you cheated with me, then you're going to cheat on me. Women know this too. So think about what you're doing. And that's what I mean. Think about it, because most of you don't. You don't think about it. You think you're having fun and then y'all catch these feelings and you don't want to let these guys go. You don't want to let these girls go. My advice to anyone who's still thinking logically, cognitive, you find yourself in a situation, leave it as fast as you can run or drive. Leave it. If it's meant to be, guess what? You'll make a full circle and come back to it, or it'll catch up to you. If it's not meant to be, you save yourself a lot of time, expenses, and heartache. Watch the Tyler Perry movie. I got to get out of here. I'm late for work.